I'm going to walk you through how to create your own Zentangle. Zentangles are structured patterns and designs that are meant to increase your awareness and focus with the intention of relaxing you and also allowing you to de-stress. You can find out more about Zentangles at zentangle.com. I'm going to go through some of the basics of how you create your own right now. The only materials you need for this are some kind of piece of paper and a marker. I like to start smaller first, just until I get into the focus and routine of it, and then I like to use a larger piece of paper. For my marker, I have a regular fine point Sharpie as well as an ultra fine point Sharpie, but you can use whatever writing utensil you have. You could use a pencil, you could use a regular ballpoint pen, you could use colored markers, colored Sharpies, whatever you like and whatever you're comfortable with. I use two different Sharpies because I like the difference in thickness of line to create some areas that are darker and some areas that are lighter. Please feel free to practice your designs first on the worksheets that are attached before you get started on your own Zentangle. All right, so to start today, I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to use my fine point Sharpie to start, and I'm just going to start with 4 dots on my paper. And then I'm going to connect those dots together just by drawing simple wavy lines. They don't have to be even. Some can go in a little bit more. This just helps set up a specific composition or space that you're going to create your designs within. Our next step is to add what are referred to as tangles, and these are just lines that help divide up your space for your actual designs. You don't want to do too many of them because you end up with too many small spaces and then it just becomes a lot of overwhelming work. So I'm going to draw maybe 3 or 4, and I always want to start on an edge and stop on an edge. You could make your lines loop. They are going to overlap. So that's 2 lines, 3, and then I'm going to do 1 more up here in the corner. 4. Okay, so now this is where you use your own designs or the designs that are provided to fill in your space. While you're doing this, you are just using lines and shapes to help fill up the space. So I'll show you a few simple ones. There are lots and lots of types of designs that you can also go in search of. So I'm just going to start with simple crisscrossing lines. So I'm going to draw some vertical lines first through my first space. I want to make sure that I don't overlap. All right, so this is pretty simple, but I'm going to make this a little bit more complex by adding a double line so it starts to become more plaid-like. And then I think I'm going to take my thick Sharpie and I'm going to add, I'm going to trace over every other one of these thin ones, and then I'm going to double the thick. Like this. You could also go back into your design and maybe add different shapes. So you just kind of fill it however you want to. And the next shape or design that I'm going to show you is more of a rainbow. So I'm going to draw some curved lines like I'm going to make rainbows. And then I'm going to start to layer them. And you want to make sure that you're filling the whole space or the whole shape. All right, now I'm going to switch back to my thin. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to draw another rainbow line. And then I think I'm going to add Another small one here, but I'm going to fill it in now. The whole point of Zentangles is to just kind of forget about what you're thinking of, and you're just focusing on the intention of your lines and designs. You'll notice as I'm doing this, my lines and designs are not perfectly similar, and that is okay. I think that's kind of what makes these beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to continue to fill in my design, and I'll show you what a finished one looks like.